Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Friday Vibes with Centonomy Campus Edition. My name is Esther, and so I'm here to talk about the Centonomy Cross Campus Hangout that we had last Saturday on 9th. The theme was making it happen. So you might have missed the hangout, but we are going to put short clips of what our speaker said. Just let me expound on the theme. It was making it happen. How do you plan your goals, or rather how do you write your goals, write the plan, and how do you execute? And after that, how do you go back and evaluate your goals? So those are the main topics. We had three main speakers. We had Lizz Ntonjira. I'm sure you've heard her. She was a former NTV news anchor. We had Mike Wachira from Homeboys Radio and Jeff Mote from K24 and Kiss Radio. They talked about very extensive things that I think you need to listen to. So just watch these clips right next, and I'm sure you'll get something that you missed in the hangout.
Having a goal is not enough. You need to ask yourself, why is it you want to save more? Why is it that you want to grow out of your comfort zone? If your why is not strong, I guarantee you, by February, March, your goal is as good as the paper that you wrote it on, or as worthless, depending on what paper you wrote it on, if you wrote it down at all. Please remember this, your why must be extremely strong, because it is your why that is going to keep you going even when times become difficult. And the process has got very small steps. So it's the small things that lead to the bigger things that lead to the really, really huge ones. Yeah? So don't be afraid to start small. Now, here's the other thing. Guess what? You'll start and you'll fail. How many like failure? Who likes failure? Nobody likes failure. None of you like to fail. Me, I love failing. I love to fail. You know why I love to fail? You will learn more from failure than you will learn from success. What time do you wake up? Anyone? What time do you wake up in the morning? 5:30. You wake up at, no, not you. What time do you wake up? Who wakes up at 6? 7? 8? 9? 10? Okay. You have to develop new habits. You have to develop new habits. You're not going to do the same things and expect different results. You have to develop new habits. And why it's important to have habits is because habits breed consistency. Okay? When you're used to doing something over and over and over and over again, you become good at it. Even lying. Is that true? Yeah? You become good at it. And you become consistent at it. So consistency is key. When you find something that works, you have to keep doing it over and over and over again as you look at how you can improve it. But you must be consistent. Yeah? So there's no room for today you're good, tomorrow you're bad, the next day you're mediocre. You have to strive to bring the same A game to anything you're doing. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, every single day. And guess what? It's not easy. It's not easy. None of these things I'm telling you are easy. That's why you have to very deliberately make the choice to say, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Because your comfort zone is where you go to die. The comfort zone is where you go to die. How many of you find that one day it's January, the next day it's September, you've done nothing? Yeah? Nothing different has happened. When you've got people who come to hold you accountable, there are those, of course, who will come to just try and discourage you. But then there are those who you know, when they tell you something, they are telling you because it's true. So you must surround yourself with those kind of people who keep you honest and accountable. So that when that goal of yours, ikifika April and you're starting to slack off, Someone is asking you, Sasa, you came to tell us about this goal of yours. and all I'm seeing you is that I'm seeing you in clubs in town. How are you going to achieve that goal? You need those kind of people. Okay? And then finally, one thing that we always forget to do, celebrate both your achievements and your failures. When you have a failure, please call me for a bash. Call me, we celebrate. Okay? Call me, we celebrate. Because you have learned something. When you have an achievement, and the achievement, do you know what? An achievement doesn't have to be something monumental. If you used to wake up at 10 and now you're waking up at 5:30 because you want to exercise before you go and pursue your dream, that's an achievement. That is an achievement. Please celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they are.
Beyond making your goals, your New Year's resolutions, etc., what is your value? Are you a person of integrity? Are you honest? Are you creative? Are you innovative? What do you want to see? Those are your values. What is your mission in this life? Yeah. Your mission could be you want to get married, have kids, take care of the home. Your mission could be you want to be like Mary Jane or become a media mogul like Wachira. It depends. Different folks for different strokes for different folks, yeah? So whatever you're happy with, just make sure everything that you do is centered on those things. Your mission, your vision, your values. Because then if from now till you're like 30, if you make those your consistent things, trust me, you'll be very, very far. Yeah? I remember going to many interviews, and a lot of people in the panel don't understand how, at say my age, I'm not that old, I'm still in the youth age bracket, they still ask, how do you have over 10 years experience and you just turned 30 or 31 or 32? How? Please make that make sense for us, yeah? And it goes to what exactly the two of you were saying. How many of you work right now? And trust me, it doesn't matter what you start doing. I'm sure all of you have a passion that you can reach out to various networks and you start small. I remember those articles I wrote, we used to pay 8,000 bob. I used to stay at home, so I'd give my mom that money because basically I didn't really need it, apart from passing by Sunbeam. Who remembers Sunbeam? Every year, when you're making your plans, you don't have to list 20 of them. You know what I do? I just list 2 things. 2. What do you really want to do this year? Yeah? You know, I had a lot of you say, I want to network. Network with who? Yeah? So when you're writing that, just also list everybody, all the people that you need to network with. Yeah? I just put 2 things. And for me, those 2 things, I will ensure that everything I do for that year resonate with those 2 key pillars for that year. And I'll just go back to what Mike was saying. Sometimes you see pictures posted and you start competing with those pictures. Everybody will always bring the best version to social media. Yeah? It's the same way we're all here. We bring our best version. I put on makeup, Nini. This is not how I woke up. Yeah? Yeah? This is not how I woke up. So you always, and now you start competing with that. Yeah? And if you do that, it's going to destroy you. It goes back to the initial point I said, just know what your vision and what your mission and what your plans are. And always stay aligned to that. Otherwise, you'll just become depressed. Just make sure whatever it is that's bugging you, try to come up with a solution for it. It might not be easy, but slowly, gradually, you'll get there. Finally, it's about your future. So my assignment, truly speaking, is just telling you that. Just find out what is your mission, what is your vision, what are your values. And the reason I'm asking you what are your values is because there's one time I got headhunted for a position. It was a brilliant position with a certain company that I will not name. But whatever that company did was already scientifically proven to cause some problems in the health status of people, yeah? And you know, I thought to myself, do I really want to take this job? I'm a person who's always in such forums, talking to people, trying to mentor them, and then I'm here telling them, oh, by the way, you need to do this and this. It's okay, it's very hard. I keep trying not to name that company. But for me, the values were not aligned. And that's why I'm saying it's very important for you to find out what are your values. Because that's a question a lot of companies will ask you. And that's how they assess if you can really be integrated into their culture. So that's just my assignment for you. Just find out what is your mission, vision, what are your core values.
But also there's a company you keep in school, you know, the guys around you. Because in every class, in every social setting, it's the same thing that's in society. You know, whatever is in your class is just a reflection of what goes on, you know, once all of you graduate and move on to, you know, working class. You'll see there's a guy there who's very focused, very driven, and probably usually is one who's most or least popular most of the times, because he's not going to be going out on Thursday if you guys are ducking class or doing stuff. He has things he wants to do, she wants to do. You don't usually have so many friends. But why aren't you talking to those people? Because what you realize is those things rub off on you, you know, and it's not an active decision you make that now you start thinking like Mike or like Lizz or like Politaka. But just because of the constant conversations you're having, you start thinking different, you know. It's a Friday, or you know, we're all praying. Even just when you're working, you're hoping for a long weekend. You're hoping that public holiday lands on a Friday or a Monday, and you're like, oh my God, this is Christmas all over again. But what can you do that long weekend that will impart some value, you know? Because if there's one thing that I see, and you guys have that asset in abundance right here, it's time. The guy will actually let me host the drive show the first time. I'd always tell him, as he made us on radio, yeah, I know I was fired here, but now this other thing happened. And Tony was the best. As in, you know those guys who are always, there's never a dull moment in Tony's life. You can wonder, the stress he has, where does he hide it? Because he's always happy. He's everyone's cheerleader. If you need somebody who will pick you up, and he'll see the good. Even when things are thick, he'll find something good in that small circle in there somewhere. He'll find it and bring it out. And that's the guy who you just talk to and you're like, hey, when even you are doubting yourself, because that will happen. Standard. With every level, there's like a level of doubt that comes in. With everything new that you're doing, look for those guys. That's a company you keep. People who call you out when you're trying to cheat yourself, you know, when you're pretending that you're so busy or what. When it's genuine self-doubt, people who motivate you. Those are the guys. And they are in your crew, you'll always find them. In your WhatsApp group, there's one who's sending nonsense forwards, and there's someone also who's going to give you value. And those are the people you look for. The company you keep every single time. That it pays an amazing dividend. And you won't realize it until probably a couple of years probably down the line. You're like, wait, and actually look at things differently. And if you change that company and get people who are always negative, like Lizz was saying, you know those guys who always complain. They never have something. Yani, January 1st, December 31st, you can just predict the script. You got a salary pay rise, all of you. Lakini pesa hata haikutosha. You know, as in there, like, bad energy, bad vibes every single time. You know? So keep away from those. Protect your energy, as in protect what you have. Because that's what keeps you going. Why I'm saying uniqueness is because we all have that thing within us that we just enjoy doing. You know, it's not you're not told to wake up in the morning to go and do it, whatever it is, whether it's singing, you know, writing, reading, playing inappropriate videos on Jeff's story. It could be anything, you know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, those are the things that if you actually keenly look at, in there somewhere, if you critically look at it, there's a way you can turn that passion, like she said, into profit. If you like reading, you know, you can go on Facebook and read threads and see who has been trolled and go to all those funny, you know, sites. Or you could look for, you know, an online platform that's offering people money to complete documents. For someone in Latvia doesn't know English the way you do, and needs the document read. And you in the how. It's the same amount of data bundles you use when you go and tell that, swing me 200 MBs. But the value you're getting from that, as opposed to knowing what was trending when we were talking about, I don't know who doing what, and this other one, totally different. Same 200 MBs. And it's the thing is, it'll be easier for you to do it because it's something you're naturally inclined to do, you know, as opposed to if you took something because that's where you think the money is or that's where everyone is going. Challenges will be everywhere, that's constant. So what you're trying to do is get the path of least resistance, you know. So go in there, there's something unique in everyone. I love communicating, as you can see, I can just stand here, talk all day like Mike and Liz. And you look for where can you take that and where is it an asset and how can you use that and polish that into something that brings value, that people want, that people need. Because anything you do, you can charge for it. Best believe. Because imagine there was a time people were buying ringtones. Do you remember that time? Yeah. Something that used to be free. The phone used to ring for free. As in, it's there, so it rings, you pick it up. But somebody made people buy that thing that you hear. As in, whatever it is that you do, you can find a way to actually market it and make it bring value and cost whatever it is. And if it's something you naturally like doing, even better for you, isn't it? Uniqueness.
So guys, the first speaker, you've heard from Mike Wachira how you need to create a plan. What are the things that need to go into that? And from Lizz Ntonjira, how do you plan your career for success and how do you even plan your goals around your career? For Jeff Mote, how do you execute your goals? We hope you've been able to learn something, a thing or two. But don't forget, the Campus Edition class starts next week, Saturday on February 23rd. The details will be down below. Don't be left out, guys. We are making it happen in 2019. Have a lovely day, guys.